All right, we can then get into it. So as you approach the charming hamlet of Marsh Hollow Village, you see houses built on stilts above a sprawling marshland. The air vibrates with the croaks of countless frogs, and the locals are humming in tune, and everywhere you look, preparations for a grand festival are underway. So you've arrived at this festival. The festival's not going on yet. People are just preparing for it, and you don't know much about this festival other than what Frogmaster Ribbington, the gnome bard, shared while he was traveling around, and he was like hyping it up and talking about how great it was, and only once every 7 years they do this festival, and it's there's really nothing like it, and all the rest of that. So all you really know is that something about frogs singing together with the villagers and this giant, like, epic, super fun party. And so everywhere you look, these villagers are like adorning their homes with garlands of marsh flowers and stringing up lanterns. And a few villagers like notice your arrival and approach with warm smiles. Like, everyone just seems happy, just mellow and content. And so they're all just getting ready for kind of the festival. And as they do so, you kind of hear some of the music that the townsfolk are playing. And it's a pretty good vibe. And you can like hear...
Gadriel, this is the last time you drag me to something like this.
Oh, lighten up. Can't you hear that music in the air? The festivities surround us. Let us find a drink.
It tops the list of reasons why I will never come here again.
But perhaps the dancing partner you will find shall change your mind.
We shall see.
You notice that the music has seemed to have kind of like died down a little bit, and it looks like there's perhaps a bit of a panic or a commotion kind of off in the distance where like people are, it looks like one person is running to another person and like, yelling something in their face, and then the other person looks panicked and they're all running, and someone just runs by you and says, "Ah! The golden frog idol, it's gone! Gone!" And just like utter terror kind of just starts making its way through the town. Like this wave of disbelief and dread sweeps over the town, and it all begins to panic. So these villagers are all of a sudden looking desperate, and like fearing for their lives, and just people are like running, jumping off the stilts of the raised huts into the water and like just like booking it. What would you all like to do?
Bastion looks around and nods. This is more like it.
You see, I warned you, your foul disposition is contagious.
Too contagious, it seems. Was there a particular place where in town where the commotion seemed to have spread from?
Yeah, I mean, like you're on the outskirts of the town and kind of like deeper in, closer towards the edge of the town where the kind of the swamp takes over is where it seems like the panic began.
Head in that direction.
Okay, you do so.
Gadriel, let's find some trouble.
Fair enough. Find something.
Okay, there looks to be like a halfling who's fretting about a bit. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of this guy. He's just kind of like it looks like he's trying to keep everyone calm as he's running about. Don't panic. It's okay. We'll find the idol. We'll find it. Don't worry. No, don't run. What are you doing? Don't jump off from that thing. Your clothes will smell like swamp water. And he's just trying to keep some semblance of order and not doing a great job of it. But everyone else is just full-blown panicking.
some party you've thrown here, little man.
Little man. Oh, I am 3.5 feet tall, quite tall for a halfling, and I'm a mayor. I'm the mayor of this hamlet, I'll have you know.
Bastion takes a step forward, presumably towering over him.
Yeah, you would be towering over him. And he's looking up and he's like, well, are you going to help or what? Just here to make short jokes?
Well, I've had my fun with that.
Good. Now that that's
What
out of
seems
the
to be
way,
the problem?
make a persuasion check.
Went okay.
15. Okay, that went great, actually. Well, normally we don't tell this sort of thing to outsiders, but we made a little, arrangement, a agreement, if you will, long ago, with one old, ancient evil frog deity, and it's tied to this here idol, and Moshek the Maya-bound, as he is called, will be quite displeased if he finds out that the source of our agreement and the symbolic unity between the swamp monsters and our fair village has been taken, or anything amiss with it. And he usually comes and blesses the ceremony, but if he sees the idol is gone, we're in for it. We're in for it. No, yeah, he is a vengeful and cruel god and has very sharp teeth. So that is why folks are running around. But don't panic. It will be fine. I have a solution for this, as I am the mayor.
I'm intrigued.
So my solution, it's...
Well, both at the prospect of seeing this town overrun by sharp teeth beings of an deity, servants of an angry god, but your solution would suffice as well.
Good. So I have a 3-point plan to get us out of this pickle, and that is that you two, you're strangers. You look like adventuring sorts. You will find out who stole the golden frog idol, and then return it. And then Moshek will be placated, and all will be well in Marsh Hollow Village.
And why would we do that?
Consider it a party game, Bastion.
A party game.
Yes, there is a
I
mystery
love-
afoot. We must solve the mystery to earn our drink.
Well, if it involves bludgeoning things and drinking afterwards, I suppose that I could find a good time in there somewhere.
And the halfling kind of like starts nodding enthusiastically. Yes, drink. All the drink you want. And plenty of skulls to bludgeon, I'm sure. Someone's responsible for this. And they'll need a good cudgeling. So you all look like, big brutes, and you can have the honors. We don't really, have soldiers or guards or anything. We tend to be fairly insulated here. So you'll help. This way, come. And he's starts kind of tugging at you hurriedly, trying to kind of take you in a particular direction. And as you follow the excitable halfling, he takes you to a shrine. And this shrine, you see it's got this kind of area that's raised and a pedestal in the middle, and clearly kind of a focal point, an area of reverence. But on the pedestal, it's empty. So obviously the idol is not there. And the mayor says, oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm sure you can investigate this with or without me, and I'm going to try and prevent the rest of my town from totally panicking and lighting the village on fire and so forth. And he runs off.
He runs off before we can question him anymore.
Yep, he's just like, here it is. This is the place where the idol went missing.
What an odd little fellow.
Insufferable, I would say.
This evening. Where do you think we should look first?
Well, look at Bastion will wander around and look at all the points of entry to wherever it is and see if there's any sign of forced entry, broken windows, jarred locks, like splintered doorways, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Meanwhile, Gadriel will pack himself a nice little pipe and light it, and he will inspect the shrine and altar where the frog was for any fingerprints, footprints, residual comings and goings, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Let's see what y'all got. 15 investigation. Okay. So there are no obvious signs of breaking or entering. It's not like this thing has windows. It's more of like kind of an open air shrine with like pillars and a roof and so forth. So you don't see anything like that. 15 is...
You want me to roll for... I want to look for like blood or fingerprints or residue or mud or anything like in and around the...
Yeah. Okay.
Bog water.
Exactly. You want me to roll an investigation?
Yeah, you can do that. Not like I'm gonna say that Bastion had found some stuff too on a 15.
Gadriel was too busy with his pipe.
You know.
Find anything.
Well, we could also do an assist too.
So what Bastion finds with a 15, as Gadriel is helping and looking for like residue and things like that, you find some charred plant matter, and it's got like an odd fragrance. And you know, Bastion, you put together that someone was recently smoking it.
It's hilarious. I was just about to pick it up and sniff it and comment on how it might have a fine fragrance and be a good smoke.
Bastion eyes the charred material and then looks at Gadriel lighting his pipe. You been here recently, buddy?
What you got there?
It's like
Smells
ash from a pipe or a cigarette or something.
Smells like a fine leaf, but an odd one. I'm not familiar with it. Where did you find it?
Yeah, where did I find it?
It's on the ground. It's like just some like burnt, charred plant matter.
I'll smell it. Do I know what it? Can I surmise what it smells like?
You can give me a nature, arcana, or history check. Your choice.
I'm equally good at any one of them.
8. Yeah, you don't recognize it. You don't quite know what it is.
It's a bit too charred to identify. Give it here, and let's see if it. If I recall the. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Well, you are the expert. You are the expert. You are the connoisseur of smoking things.
Yes, I'm gonna put it in my pipe and taste it, smoke it. I'm gonna add it to my my lit pipe and see if I can deduct what leaf it may be.
Oh, he's going
from
balls
from
out.
the taste and aroma.
Okay, you're smoking it?
Yep.
All right.
It's probably like fucking poison.
We'll see if you. So you start smoking it, and you immediately.
I mean, like a puff or two, just to like taste it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you do a little puff or two, and you just get like a little brain tingle.
Just like you would on a DMT pen.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the flavor is nice. Actually, it's enjoyable. It gives you a nice little brain tingle, and your skin is just you're getting like a very very mild kind of like body high in your kind of neck and shoulders and kind of flowing down through your arms a little bit. And if you want to try and see if you recognize this, you can do a nature check, arcana check, history check. And whatever you do, you can do it with advantage since you actually
smoked it.
Okay. I'm gonna do Arcana.
16. Okay, this is something known as Frog Whisper. And you recall hearing that Frog Whisper is used in ritual magic. You don't recall the exact sort of magic that it was used in, but there's some wizardly use of Frog Whisper when it comes to like casting like very, very long duration ritual magic spells.
Okay. Well, he kind of spits it off his tongue and lips and tamps it out of his pipe and knocks it out. It's like, what did you call it again? Frog Whisper?
Frog Whisper, yeah.
Yeah. Frog Whisper. Kind of nasty stuff. Not what I was hoping to start my night with. But somebody has spent some time doing some kind of ritual magic, perhaps to deceive the lot of these people or take advantage of them in some way.
And you notice that Gadriel is kind of like clenching and unclenching his jaw.
Not how you like to start your night, eh? I've seen that look on your face before. Many times at the start of your night.
Oh, God. Well, let's just say, before we get in too deep, I don't even know where to proceed from here. Shit, my guy's high.
Yeah.
Let's say we see how deep this rabbit hole goes. So sounds like
It's on
some
me to take one
ritual
for the
magic.
team.
Ah. Ever the selfless volunteer, you.
However, I do feel naturally enthused to follow through with this mission. What else did you find, friend?
Nothing, but mayhap there's someone in this village who knows of the local herb and ritual magic, which might be related.
Sensing that you've kind of found the clue that you were looking for in the shrine, you depart back to the rest of the village. What sort of person would you like to search out?
Like a witch doctor or shaman or whatever the local equivalent is.
Okay. You kind of
Hedge wizard, like something like that.
as you're thinking about who you're kind of like looking for, you recognize kind of often in the distance someone that's not quite panicking yet, and it's just seems to be sitting on a rocking chair and like strumming a some kind of like fantasy banjo type instrument. It's the bard Ribbington that told you about this place to begin with. This fellow. So it's just a gnome bard rocking away, kind of playing on his swamp banjo. And as you come up, you remember that this fellow for a gnome has got like a bizarrely low voice. And you come up and he says, greetings there, travelers. How do you like the village? I don't suppose this is what you expected you'd find here. Certainly not what I expected would happen, but it's always an exciting time here in Marsh Hollow Village. Oh, it's gonna get real crazy when Moshek comes. That's for certain.
My God, he talks slowly. I say as I am rubbing my arms. Ribbington, you didn't perhaps drop a joint over there, did you?
A drawing of the Frog Whisper? No. I'll never drop it. Are you kidding? That stuff's expensive.
Who do you know around these parts that may have a lot of it? That might be a good source.
Well, let's see. Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
We're gonna need to get you on my level. Bastian, if we're going to solve this.
12. Well, it's technically not legal here in this village, so I don't use the stuff now that you mention it, nor does anyone else that I know of. And you know what? I don't really even know too much about this stuff at all. It's more for the bullywugs, I'd say. The frog folk. They like the stuff, but us respectable, upstanding citizens, we tend to steer clear of that and, just drink toad
Right.
moonshine like good, honest folk.
I roll insight, see if he's lying.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
he's definitely lying.
Which was clear. I'll take a step toward him and be like, "Come on, old man. Your brain's too addled not to be on that stuff."
All right, do you want to do this like intimidation or?
Yeah, intimidation.
Okay. Yeah, you can do intimidation with advantage. There we go. Hey, easy, metal man. Yeah, no, there's not too many folk that partake of Frog Whisper, but, what's his face? Elandril, that elf, he's hooked on this stuff. He uses it all the time. Basically does nothing else. He lives in his own world with the Frog Whisper. Never outside of that.
Well, that brings us right round to the point, you see. We were appointed by the mayor himself to solve the mystery of this missing frog. And what did we find but our first clue? A bit of this Frog Whisper. So where is this Elandriel, the elf?
Oh, you're doing this for Puddlefoot. Well, you should have said so to begin with. That'd be more helpful and, wouldn't have been lying to you and what have you. Elandril. Yeah, no, he's in the alleyways usually. He doesn't like to be seen or see anyone. He kind of keeps to himself. And he kind of points you out to a part of the swamp town where he explains that Elandril tends to stay in. So you head over there, and it's not a giant town, and like the slummy kind of area of it is pretty small area, and you encounter like just kind of like lying on the ground, and just looking like he's in real rough shape, kind of a real sad looking elf. It's just kind of like hunched, sitting down, backs against the wall of the house, and just looking real low. What do you want? Kind of like glances up at you two, like not even making eye contact as he sees you two standing over him.
Good eve, elf. Why the long ears, friend? Never mind me.
That was mean. This, where I'm from, I wasn't different at all. I hate this place. I hate it. I wish I had never came here, and I wish I could be back in my home, in the Feywild, where I belong, not this hopeless, depressing, smelly, mortal-filled dung heap you call the material plane. Ah, my life is horrible, and it won't end. It won't end. It's my lot to be miserable forever in these lands.
Is that why you've done it then? What'd you do with the frog? You took it? You planning to sell it? Find your passageway out of here? What have you done with it?
You want to do like an intimidation check, or how do you want to play that?
I mean, I'm not really trying to be mean. I'm just sort of intensely questioning him.
High on cocaine.
Yeah,
exactly.
Going.
You can rule however you want. I'll roll whatever you feel like.
Okay. So, I mean, there's the unmistakable aroma of Frog Whisper now that you kind of are looking for it. It's hanging in the air, and now he's got like a little bit of a mix of like fear, but some like defiance in his eyes. And what does it matter what I do or don't do? What's the point? All you mortals are just going to die, and I'm going to be left here in this swamp, in this horrid marsh. It doesn't matter. What's the worst that could happen? It's just some gold statue that you folks seem to prize so highly.
All you mortals. I'd call into question your own mortality if you don't give me the answers I want.
Ooh, okay. That's definitely an intimidation check.
I'm gonna grab a beer,
That's
but I
not
do have my
gonna work.
headset on. It's probably gonna cut in and out though. I'll be right back, real quick.
Okay. So that's not good at all. Oh, yes, you look very scary indeed. I'll have you know I'm an Eladrin, and if my kind was running in circles around your kind before your kind even existed. You all are just but children to one such as I, and I will not be intimidated by anyone at all. And he starts to like kind of like cry to himself and sob to himself. He's clearly kind of in real bad shape here.
Well, if you haven't noticed, Elf, there's no one else around. On this night of festivity, everybody seems to have gone. What did you see?
No one else around? Well then, what's that halfling doing running towards us in a panic then? And you're and up comes Mayor Puddlefoot, and he just is like now he's lost it. He's panicking too. It's already begun. Look! Oh God! Look! It's coming! Moshek is coming from the swamps, and he's like pointing out, kind of, and like hurt, like having you like come and follow him and see where he's pointing. And even Elandril kind of stirs at this and kind of like gets up and like looks at what Mayor Puddlefoot is sharing, and you see this thing kind of like emerging far off in the distance from the swamps, and Elandril goes, oh dear. Well, that's not good. This is all over that hunk of metal that you call art, or whatever, an idol, that crude craftsmanship. And Mayor Puddlefoot says, yes, you fool. Oh, you've doomed us all. Doomed. I must evacuate the village. I must evacuate. Elandril, you have to say what you know. If you know anything about the idol and its disappearance and where it's been taken, you must let them know, because they have to find it and return it, or you have to find it and return it. Somebody has to find it and return it. And he just is like really kind of like scatterbrained and goes running off again to try and like evacuate the village to make sure it doesn't get eaten and destroyed. So this tentacled kind of frog monster thing is like making these like swamp monster sounds as it like really kind of like looks like it's like getting like waking up after like a really long hibernation, and it's like stretching out its tentacles and stuff, and it's pretty far off from the village, but the thing is enormous. And Elandril says,
What's the Elandril? Bastion kind of leans toward Gadriel and says, I dare say even what was the name again?
Elandril?
Elandril?
I dare say even Elandril's dentist will recoil from that creature.
Elandril kind of like closes his lips over his teeth, like suddenly kind of like embarrassed and self-conscious. Well, that was rude, but I suppose you'll have to deal with this. I certainly can't deal with it. Well, you see, there is a how do you say, a gang of bullywug drug dealers in the swamps, and their boss, the Pimp Queen, they call her Pimp Queen Mogra. she always collects her debts, and as you may have surmised, I owed her a great deal of debt due to my penchant for some of the finer things that this wretched swamp offers. And so, rather than face her wrath, I gave her the lump of metal, the frog idol. I thought it a mere trifle, but this appears bad. Well, I guess I better evacuate the village too, before that monster comes and eats the slow and the old and so forth.
Not so fast, Galandriel. You will lead us to the Pimp Queen, Mogra.
Kind of like looks like left and right. I'll lead you.
You may not care a whit for this village, but you've damned them. People have done nothing to deserve the treatment that you have shown them. They've given you this alley to lie in. Surely they've fed you, watered you, perhaps clothed you. You may not care for your own life or the people in this swamp, but you do owe it to them to show us the way to reclaim their frog.
And
then you do owe it to them to rid yourself of their presence. Rid them. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm saying?
Rid them of your presence.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
Tongue tied.
So Elendril appears to about to protest, but then as he's kind of like averting his gaze from yours and like, like, I don't wanna kind of a gesture, he then catches his eyes catch the sight of Moshek, the mire-bound, and it's starting to head kind of inexorably towards the village fairly slowly, but it looks like it's fully awake now and alert, and the thing looks terrifying. So he kind of like snaps out of it and he's like, You're right, stranger. Okay.
Because the music is too loud now.
Oh no.
No.
You can
we're
adjust
on
it,
this.
Steven. You can adjust it in the settings. You
Oh,
can
I
adjust
can.
it yourself. Yeah. Click
Okay.
settings and there's master music volume. Yep.
Did it not go down when I changed it?
I think
You
it
should
did.
leave it
We
where it
did
is, and
in
we
time.
can
Yeah.
we can adjust our own.
Okay, one
All
sec.
good.
I'm gonna. So this is like the volume that all the rest of the music's at.
That's great.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm good
that's
now.
fine.
Okay. So he kind of like shakes it off as if kind of like ridding himself of a trance, and you kind of like see him like do it. We must go at once. Come, heroes! And he like starts like leading the way off into the swamps, and in a kind of a very excited way.
There it is, man. Show some backbone.
Huzzah! Okay, so the three of you head out through the swamp, and just gonna turn the music down. And it's treacherous. It's quite treacherous to navigate. Well, I forgot to mention, anyone that succeeded on a skill check gets a inspiration. So I think both of you have succeeded on a skill check so far. Is that
Thus
right?
far,
Yes.
Yeah.
not even any clue. Did I?
You have. You succeeded on an
Oh yeah, my
Arcana check.
Arcana check. Yeah, sweet.
It's the easiest inspiration I've ever earned.
Yep.
Yes.
All on skills for which I am not proficient.
Excellent. Okay, so the marshlands stretch out before you, and it's a labyrinth of stagnant water and thick vegetation. Nettles, poisonous things. There's like, you have to go through some, knee-high water in places. There's like little, sharp-toothed fishes swimming around in the water, and it's not a pleasant place. So unseen creatures kind of like splash and croak from the murky depths of the swamp. So I'm gonna have everyone roll a survival check or a nature check or athletics or acrobatics, like your choice of like how you want to like navigate your way through the swamp without having it be too rough on you.
Okay. Can I have a mage hand carry a torch through the swamp? I presume it's nighttime.
It is not nighttime. No.
Okay. If we don't need a torch, then never mind.
Yeah, you do
I was
not
just
need a
thinking
torch.
yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna roll a survival or a.
Yeah. Okay. So Bastion, you're able to like just power through the swamp using your natural athleticism.
And my resistance to poison and immunity disease.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're in good shape. Okay. So no negative effects for you.
Just fucking cybernetic, just cruising through.
Yeah, fucking RoboCop just charging fucking through.
And Gadriel, you just are able to like navigate the swamp and find the least bad parts of it as you make your way through. You do take 2 hit points of damage just from the exertion, but other than that, you are unharmed. And you kind of like make it to what looks like a very like dense kind of like thicket, and there's like, it looks almost like a cave entrance, but it's just vegetation, dense vegetation growth. It looks kind of like it perhaps might be man-made, but just using the swamp vegetation. Now Elendril says, "Oh, okay, well, this is it, and I must leave you now. Goodbye, and make no mention of me to the Pimp Queen." And he turns around and starts racing away, back the way you came. And you notice that kind of at the entrance to the lair is this little creature. It's a very interesting and adorable looking creature. There it is. And it's just kind of like sitting at the entrance, this winged little frog creature thing.
What? Okay. I will attempt to mind link with the creature.
Okay.
I was about to ask it if it speaks common.
You are mind linked with the creature. Do you have to speak the same language?
No, but it must
No.
understand at least one language.
Okay. You kind of connect to it, and you feel something on the other end, mind linking to this creature.
Hello, little friend.
Curious.
It has been more than a curious evening thus far.
Yes.
What are you doing out here?
Like, I find it peaceful here. It
You
calms me.
You prefer it outside or inside the cave? Are there others there?
Others.
Ah, home. Is this where you live?
I live in the swamp. I can go where I please. Those that live there
Perhaps
bother me not.
those that live there? Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
How many live there?
Several.
Are they kind to you? Do they feed you? Are you friends?
One of them licks me.
What the fuck? Are they home now?
Yes.
I see. I relay this information to for some reason I can never recall your name, Bastion, when I need to say it. Sounds like somebody's home.
What lives there? How many?
He's just said many, and I'd surmise that it's probably the what are they? Boglings, Berglings,
Bullywugs.
Narflings? What are we? Bullywugs. I'd surmise it's probably the bullywugs. One's got a fondness for licking the creature.
Bastion grips his
Is there anything you'd like to ask it?
Well, seems like we found the people who covet our idol so much.
Perhaps, or maybe the ones who sell drugs. Could be a twofer.
Could be. Well, let's get on with it.
Okay.
I'll send a little just a friendly, emotion gesture through the mind link to the pet of just like, hey bud, like scratch it on the head as we walk by.
Okay. You do so. I'm gonna, if you scratch it on the head, I'll have you make a animal handling check.
No, fuck. Really? I'm already friends with it. Oh, dude.
5.
No way.
Okay.
Can I scratch it up? Can I scratch it on the head?
Yeah. You can both do whatever you want to the thing.
Well, I'll wait to see how his roll ends up first.
Okay. So you take 4 poison damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's
Is he more high than he was before?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the positive benefit?
so as you kind of like scratch this like creature's head as you're walking by it, it's like a psychic shock through your body as you kind of like feel this like burning sensation like crawl up your fingers, hand, and forearm.
And I think we've definitely found the dealers.
All right, Bastion, you're gonna scratch the thing on the head too, or no?
Nope.
Okay, dang. No one wants to lick it. All right, fine.
I was just gonna tickle it behind the ear and keep it friendly,
No, it appeared to like that. But yeah, the things of the Feywild, they giveth and they taketh.
Mm,
Okay,
indeed.
so you make it into the lair, and let's see if everything is all set up as it should be set up.
I just realized I forgot to take spells, so I'm grabbing a few real quick.
Dagnabbit, that stung bastion. Remind me next time. Keep my hands to myself. Not all are as jovial and high as me.
Yes, your hands certainly do wander, don't they?
I just feel connected.
Well, connect yourself to a lass in a tavern, not a hideous frog in this godforsaken swamp.
Could not be too quick back to a tavern. Let's be on with this.
All right, so the air here is dense and humid, filled with the overwhelming scent of damp earth and rotting vegetation, punctuated by the sharper tang of an unfamiliar mushroom. The ground beneath you is a spongy layer of moss, soft underfoot, and there's like a kind of a very like mild green luminescence, some of the fungus that is amid the vegetation and some growing on the rock and so forth. There's pools of stagnant water that are scattered about, and their surfaces are eerily still, reflecting the strange, soft glow of the mushrooms. The quiet is disrupted only by the distant water and an occasional croak echoing from further in the lair.
Okay, it's not dark
No, you
because of the mushrooms? It's like pretty well lit.
yeah, it's yeah. I mean, you can see it's not dark. We'll call it like dim light.
Okay.
Bastion eyes the mushrooms. Hope you didn't come on an empty stomach.
My pockets are empty.
Well, shall we?
I'll continue to move in towards this. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I forget how this shit all works.
Just drag your token where you want to go.
I think you could just move yourself.
Yeah, I forgot I can do that. There we go. Oh, I can change my my hit points too. Oh, that's gonna be 2. There you go.
I'll come and peek down here. I seem to see something.
You do indeed. Sorry, my connection's getting slow. I think I might have just too many things going on. But you see this
Coming
guy?
through just fine. Oh, he's chilling.
Yeah. It appears so. So you, as you delve kind of like deeper into the dank lair, you come upon a single, kind of like chubby-looking bullywug sprawled haphazardly across a makeshift guard post. But he's snoozing blissfully, and like a line of like drool is like kind of like dripping out of the corner of his wide kind of mouth, which is partly open, and it's like kind of like dripping, like kind of like coming close to the swamp floor, and then kind of comes up and then like drips back down again. And yeah, I mean, it's very clearly oblivious to your approach.
I'll wager we've found our winged frog liquor.
Yes. It does appear to be such a chode.
Let's wake him, shall we?
With a poke
Bastion,
or a kick?
come over here and kick him in the ribs, roughly.
Okay, you do so, and he kind of wakes with a start and hey, what the fuck was that?
Bastion will draw his sword and level it at his neck and say, "Not above a whisper."
Oh, you think you can threaten me? Huh? I am Slumber Slug, and you are nothing. I am a veritable king of this swamp. You are a peon, huh? I would smite you. I have many powers.
I hear you're nothing but a chode liquor.
Chode liquor. My chode would choke your face. Maybe I will show you after I beat you senseless.
My chode would choke your face. That one goes down in the history books. Yeah.
And so he's got what appears to be like a really like crudely made weapon. You don't even know if it's a weapon. It looks like maybe just like a sharpened stick. Like you wouldn't call it a spear. And he's like now kind of like waving it around. Like, yeah, you think you want some of this, huh? And he's like kind of like leveling his little sharp stick at you.
I don't necessarily want any of what that is, whatever it is, but I am looking for someone who knows something about Frog Whisper or a stolen golden hunk of metal that vaguely resembles a frog.
Oh, you stupid metal man and flat skin. We have your treasure now. It is ours. We got it fair and square. You owe us the money. We take it. Slumber Slug will keep it.
In the giant, drooling, gaping maw of a fish being with teeth that approaches the village? Is that one of yours as well?
Oh, you've been smoking too much of the Frog Whisper, I think. There's no such thing. The only thing to be feared in the swamp is me.
Does he really not know what I'm talking about?
I mean, he's clearly an idiot, but
You tell us where that hunk of metal is, or there'll be one less thing in this swamp to fear.
okay. Yeah, try and make an intimidation check. DC is 25.
25.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's not one to take intimidation lightly.
He's too stupid to be intimidated.
Yeah, I also feel like he can't be persuaded, so I don't know any other way out of this. Yeah.
You tried to threaten me. I should be threatening you. And he, very slowly, very clumsily, prods you with his stick, hitting you for 0 points of damage. You better run or I'll do that again.
What?
He's so terrible that his attack doesn't even roll initiative. It doesn't even initiate combat.
What was the name of that giant creature thing that was just climbing out of the swamp?
Moshek the Mirebound.
Listen, you fool. Surely you've heard of Moshek the Mirebound.
Moshek. Hold up. I know everything, but why would I tell you what I know?
If you know it all, surely you know that Moshek will destroy you.
Well, maybe you tell me about Moshek, just so I make sure you know what you're talking about.
We've been through this once. It does not surprise me. He looks like yourself, but 10 times larger, 50 times stronger, and 100 times as deadly.
Now I know you're lying. There is nothing as deadly as Slumber Slug.
What we know is that there is a swamp creature heading toward the village that was previously enjoying a frog festival. Their golden idol was stolen, which you seem to know something about, and now that creature is inexorably heading toward that village, hell-bent on destroying everything there, in vengeance for that lump of metal being gone.
Okay.
And it ruined what I assume many people would consider to be a rather good time.
So you come here to buy some frog whisper or what?
Listen, friend, we're trying to save your clientele.
And
you don't help us. You have no one to sell frog whisper to.
The gears are like slowly starting to turn in Slumber Slug's brain. You can kind of like see his like eyes kind of like are like kind of like rotating around as this kind of thought percolates.
No village, no sales. No party, no sales.
Oh,
You want the money?
yes.
You need to help.
Oh, I don't want to help though. I just want the money. But okay. So there's some kind of creature that is like Slumber Slug who will just devastate the town and then no one will buy my drugs. Well,
now you're getting it.
I don't like that. Okay. Well,
I like how this guy's like so East LA. It's amazing.
Like Tommy Chong over here. Look, man, you can go back to your nap. Just tell us what you know. We need to find the frog, or all of your clients are gone.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Madame Mogra, she likes this idol. She uses it for her walking stick, and she will not give it to you. I mean, I don't know what you think you were gonna do. No one gets anything from Madame Mogra. Not even Mighty Slumber Slug. So if I was you, I don't know. Maybe you could steal it? I don't know. Like, Mogra will fight you if you try and take it from her.
Where does this Mogra live?
Oh, back there, right behind the traps. He points to this path.
Traps, you say?
Huh?
Traps.
What?
I don't see the traps.
No traps. No, yeah, Mogra, she's right that way. And points again to like this pathway.
You said traps.
No, I didn't.
Mogra is very powerful, huh? Maybe she has some things that you want. Maybe you want to be Mogra. Perhaps you want to be in charge.
Lumberslug is in charge.
Well, then Slumber Slug can go and get this statue.
Lumberslug is Madame Mogra's bottom toad. I don't know if you know what this means. Place of high honor. That's why I guard the lair.
Well, if you don't want to lose all your money, perhaps you lead us to Mogra, through what I presume are some traps.
Okay, you go first. It's that way.
Bastion just grabs him by the scruff of his neck and hauls him forward into that fucking hallway.
No, let go of me. Don't put me that way. He's like starts like squirming and like flailing his like kind of like frog arms and legs as he's like just panicking as you like take him towards that hallway. Stop anything. Please.
You said something about traps.
Yeah, we got lots of traps.
Then I need to know how to get past them so I can save you from losing all of your clientele.
Oh, I see. Well, don't step on them. Go. Yeah, don't step on the ground. If you don't step on the ground, no problem.
Mogra's this way. What's over here?
Well, traps. You step on the ground, and acid comes up and burns your legs.
So how do you get past them?
I don't go that way. That's where the intruders go. That's where the traps are.
You
What
better give
are
me
you
something
guarding?
useful before I employ you to go find the first of them.
Don't do that. No. Okay, you can make an intimidation check with advantage. Is that a nat 20?
Critical success.
All right. Oh, well, maybe if I was injured by the traps and both of you together were fighting me at the same time and were very strong, you might be able to injure me. Oh, okay. I do not want to be injured. So I will just tell you. You go this way. No traps that way.
Thank you. Was that so hard?
No, nothing is hard for me. I'm mighty slumber slug.
All right. Gadriel, anything else for this upstanding chap?
I see a bright future for you, Slumber Slug. Continue to guard as valiantly as you have been, and surely you will get a promotion.
Needless to say, if any harm befalls us, your business model will suffer.
Oh, I do not like that one bit. Okay. Well, I'm going back to sleep. So, there you go.
Sweet dreams, Pookums.
Wait,
Are these mushrooms edible?
yeah. Why do you think we make our lair in here? It's got our food. Got our food. It's got our drugs. It's a very good lair.
It's a very good lair.
Which ones are which?
It's we have a saying. It's why not both? So, you know.
We just eat the drugs, we get full, we get high.
Yeah. Now you. Yeah,
So-
this guy gets it.
We eat and sometimes we like it. Okay, fuck this guy. We're moving on.
All right, you leave Slumber Slug to his slumbers.
I couldn't quite tell which passage that idiot was pointing at.
He was pointing at this one. You see the ping?
Yeah, me as a player character knew, but I'm just trying to decide whether we explore this area before we go on or not. I don't know if there's anything to explore in here other than mushrooms. and potentially other guards.
Yeah, looking in there, it looks like just like a kind of a storehouse full of, mushrooms and provisions and that sort of thing.
Is this like a pool of water over here?
Mm-hmm.
You heading? He pointed this way, right?
He
what
pointed
is
up.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, Bastion will start heading that way. He feels no desire to explore this fucking bog.
No.
Okay. Head on deeper into the lair. As you approach that kind of corridor, you notice like a kind of a bizarre looking fungus that you haven't yet seen. And as you kind of like step and get kind of like a little bit closer, you just hear a shriek, like it sounds like a human scream. And these kind of mushrooms are like vibrating and making that sound when you start going through it.
Bastion? Is it my mind? Or are these plants shrieking?
That's not the frog whisper. Rather uncanny.
Well, they don't seem to be biting. What think you? Move on?
Bastion crushes his boot down on one of them.
Right, you do so, and like a cloud of spores emits and just like fills up the area. So let's do a Constitution check for both of you. Except you're immune to poison, is that right?
Resistant.
Resistant. Okay. So a DC 15 Constitution check.
I like this music, whatever you put on.
Thank you. I'll tell the guy. Need it.
Oh, you like know
I put together this one shot based on some people on Threads. Have you guys used Threads at all or no?
No.
No, I'm not cool, dude.
It's Twitter but owned by Instagram. But as I was trying to get in with the TTRPG crowd, I met a lot of people that are just doing cool stuff. So this song is made by I can't remember the guy's name, but he handles Dungeon Glitch, and he's got a bunch of really good music. So some of his music is in there, and there's this other guy called Table, spelled TXBLE, and some of his music is in there. And then this map that you're looking at was created by somebody else that I just met on there. So I was like, oh, let's make an adventure, and it was like a stone soup kind of thing, and everyone shared a little bit of something. Somebody else wrote some of the encounters, and yeah,
Cool.
Kind of a fun idea.
Fun.
I had fun with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both make your Constitution save. So gonna be 1d6 poison damage, but neither of you are poisoned. So 1 poison damage to each of you.
So today I learned not to step on the screaming mushrooms.
As this cloud of spores spreads into this little tight hallway, I just run to the end of it
Okay.
to escape the poisonous spores.
You can make a athletics check or a acrobatics check, each of you, whichever you prefer. Okay. So as you run through, the spores kind of like coming up behind you, and the shrieking is just like high pitch as you're like running through it, and you run through the hallway and further into the lair, and then the tunnel abruptly expands into this vast kind of like cathedral-like kind of area where it's like a high, mossy kind of forested ceiling, I guess you could call it, and it's just punctured by kind of like a few tunnels, and now obviously there's like a big lake area, and then a giant kind of tree stump up ahead, and you see many kind of like tough-looking bullywug gangsters. So kind of a couple are by like a rock, and there's more in various different locations, and they're all looking at you. Some of them are like playing dice, and some of them are like smoking something, and they're all just kind of hanging out. But they see you, and they do not look pleased. In fact, they look furious. And let's see, one of them, which one? I have way too many screens up right now.
Right.
So one of them just yells, "Who are you? Who you think you are coming to our lair? We will stick you." Yeah. How'd they get in? What do you mean, how'd they get in? You think Slumber Slog stopped them, that fat piece of shit? Well, we're gonna beat your faces in, and we'll beat you so hard that you wish that you didn't get beaten so hard. And they draw their weapons and start coming at you. So let's roll initiative.
I forgot how to do that. Where is that on my fucking... There it is. Oh my god, dude. I rolled a natural 1.
Lovely.
Oh man.
Hold on, I gotta go AFK 1 second. I think my kid's like whining.
Oh wait, no, it says 7. That's weird. I'm confused. My D&D Beyond 20 is initiative plus 0, 1d20 plus 0 equals 7. But I swear the dice showed a 1, but maybe I just looked at it upside down in a weird way and it was actually a 7.
Okay, so the bullywugs are going. One of the bullywugs is going first. It dives into the water. And like just jumps up, emerging. I go here. And it is going to kind of like
Take an opportunity attack.
Oh man! All right. Roll it.
It's going to take it at. It's going to take it at 10 feet actually. Because I got reach, motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into that room real quick and just like see if she's got a binky in her mouth because I can't tell. I'll be right back.
17 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Five slashing damage.
Okay, so this is like, so it like dives into the water, and it's like underwater, and you see it, and as it's kind of like getting close and ready to like dive up, you frog it.
Just fucking pounce it in the water.
Yeah. So it kind of like gurgles in pain, like, and let's see what to do. Yeah, it's looks like it's pretty seriously injured, but kind of like still coming at you. And it looks really pissed off now, and it goes to kind of swing its sword at you. It's going to be at 7 slashing damage, and then goes to make a bite attack. Oh, I'm sorry. The first attack completely missed you.
Okay.
But the second attack, so you like are able to like dodge out of the sword attack, but then it kind of like comes in close, and this bullywug has teeth, and it goes in and bites you, and it's like not sharp teeth, but it's like just like a strong like bludgeoning bite. So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Now the next bullywug is going to do something similar. 5. 15, 20, 25, mostly water. This will hop up there. And this one is attacking Bastion. So it goes to try and bite you. Can't really find purchase, and then tries to slash at you with his sword, but both attacks miss. So Bastion, you're up. I should note they're like kind of like wearing hide type armor and have what look to be like a big kind of like turtle shields. Or shields made out of a turtle shell. I'm going to assume that Steven is taking care of his daughter. We'll go back to him in a little bit. Next bullywug. Woman forward. 10, 20. 40. All right, Gadriel, you're up.
Okay. Steven's pocketed a turn right now. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will attack the wounded one here. But first, I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud. Ooh, do I want to do cold, necrotic, or radiant damage? See, this is something I would query your bot, if allowed.
As an
That's not
AI
like
language
metagaming.
model, I'm not a human and don't have human opinions. But I think that was a great question, and if there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to let me know. The AI is they're so polite. So polite.
Wait, it already gave that feedback?
No,
Or that's
I'm
you
joking.
telling me I'm not allowed to ask that?
No.
Like, I would want to know what kind of damage is most effective against bullywugs, right? Cold, necrotic, or radiant.
Oh, Yeah, you could ask it that. You could ask the bot that.
Yeah.
But sorry,
Because
guys.
I get to choose with this spell which of those 3 damage types, and I, as a player, am not familiar with that. But obviously, if I was, I would choose the best one.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the best one?
Best one is any of them. They don't have any resistances or, anything like that. So they all
Okay.
will do the same thing.
Well, I'm gonna go Radiant because that just sounds coolest. Okay, so that is gonna be, in addition, only if I hit, because of the way that this system works. I've cast that as a bonus action, so I will deal an additional 3 radiant damage if I hit on my attack.
Okay.
I had to do that first, just for the dice roll, like mechanics here. But I am now going to attack that thing. That's my 22 to hit.
I'll hit.
And that's 12 plus, what was that? Plus 3 radiant.
15. And you're attacking the injured one?
Yeah.
Kind of, it falls to the ground unconscious. Any movement?
No. No, I'll stay right here.
Bastion, you're up. You had skipped your turn.
Oh, we skipped my turn.
Yeah, you're gonna get to go, like, pretty consecutively, I think.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, no
Just
worries.
Go in there and rubber back for a minute. Well, it looks like I'm attacking this thing.
Did that hit him, by the way? Does he need to do anything?
No, it missed twice.
That's what I thought.
I'm one-handing, by the way.
Okay.
Wow, it's great 2-hand damage, though.
Should have two-handed.
Got my shield on,
Right.
but I'm attacking again, though.
Okay. Go for it. So your first hit lands. Tears through the bullywug's hide, kind of armor, leather, kind of trench coat kind of thing.
Oh, that was just roll for damage. Sorry.
All good.
Kind of figuring out D&D and Beyond here. That's a miss, I'm sure.
8? Yeah, 8's definitely a miss. Okay. And assuming that is it for your turn, any movement or anything else?
No, I don't think so right now.
Okay, bonus action.
Are we playing with advantage for flanking?
No.
Okay.
No advantage for flanking. One sec. I'm just messing with some tokens.
So do I get to go again?
No, you're not up yet. So now the turn order is like back as it should be.
Oh, okay, so they go and then I go.
Yeah.
Ish.
We got more bullywugs coming in. 5.
Ooh, Cortland, I forgot a feature of my character that I have Thirsting Blade. so I could actually get 2 weapon attacks per turn.
Oh shit.
Didn't matter that time, whatever. I'm not going to retcon it, but I get to attack twice.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Roll your other attack.
I mean, if we're beyond it, it doesn't matter, but otherwise, I mean, I will.
We're
Sure.
You may have noticed we're not super playing prison rules in this one shot. 25 will hit. And 8 slashing damage will take that bully one
Oh,
down.
hold on. I have my spell up, so it's also gonna do an additional 1d8 radiant damage. So it's gonna do 12 damage.
Okay, yeah, down it goes as Mind Reaver tears into the bullywug gangster. Okay, next is one of the bullywugs kind of off in the distance, kind of dives off the rock it was like squatting on into the water. It's like still in the water, kind of like partially kind of obscured. Top of the initiative round. I'm actually just going to take these guys off the map. They're there, they're unconscious, but it'll just clear things up a little bit.
Yep.
And so kind of like from that large stump far off, over yonder, emerges a figure that commands immediate attention. Let me bring her out here. There we go. So it's unmistakable. The Pimp Queen herself. She is atop a giant-toed mount, and she towers above her underlings. Her eyes, as golden as the stolen idol, glint with cold intelligence. Her regalia is an eclectic mix of trinkets and baubles, presumably offerings from her dealers and clients, and gold chains drape around her neck. Their glint almost lost in the array of multicolored beads and bone charms. She holds a gnarled staff, its tip fixed with a golden frog idol. And despite the ostentatious display, there is an air of danger that surrounds her. Her posture radiates authority, and the way her underlings skulk around her, you can tell she's not one to be trifled with. As her gaze lands on you, you feel a chill run down your spine. This is one bullywug who has risen above her swampy origins and wields power that reaches far beyond this lair. He looks at you and says, "So you come to Pimp Queen Mogra's palace. You come to rob her, yes. Filthy, stinking thieves. Gurgle duck. Give the thieves a beating. Take anything shiny. Add it to my collection." And more bullywugs start pouring out of the tunnels along kind of the northern area of the chamber, popping toward you, while a cacophony of menacing croaks fills the chamber. I'm gonna bring her out a little bit here. And let's get some more creatures on initiative. And I'm sure it'd be fairly easy to figure it out. It's just one of those things I haven't ever gotten around to. Okay. I'm going to reset the initiative here.
You could just have them all act on one that's already rolled, or something like that. You know what I mean?
I could, but okay. So they're all up now, and a kind of a particular like big and mean bullywug. This one right here appears to be like leading kind of a group of bullywugs and kind of like charges in. And again, in bullywug fashion, jumps into the water and kind of heads towards you. You can take an opportunity attack if you would like right now.
Always.
That'll hit. Hey, you slash into the bullywug.
Hold on, it's not even done yet.
Okay.
There you go.
Dang, 16. You kind of land a perfect blow that would cleave a normal bullywug in twain. This one is just so tough that it manages to withstand the attack, but it looks pretty horribly wounded.
Take that, fish for brains.
Oh, I'll make you regret that. Gurgle dog will tramp and crush your face, he says as
Bastion, defend me.
his eyes begin to bulge. You do have another attack, I believe. Or no, wait.
That was an opportunity attack.
Doesn't that use your reaction?
It uses my reaction, so I only have one of those.
Got it. It's not your turn yet. Okay.
Nope.
Right. More bullywugs jump into the fray. There's 10 feet, and then 20. And this one's kind of like attacking you, kind of like down low from the water. I'm going to give it disadvantage. Okay, the first attack misses on an 8. The second attack hits on a 19. And that's going to be 6 slashing damage.
To me.
Damn.
The next bullywug. 5, 10, 15, 20. And this one's like feet kind of like flop and flap through the muddy floor. You notice that they walk slower than they swim. Well, I'll have this one dash actually. Next one. I have this one dash too.
Another effect of my Spirit Shroud is that all of these guys, when they start their turn, will have their speed reduced by 10.
That's cool.
Just FYI.
So the rest of them,
And to help me remember as well.
I'm not gonna remember. I've got way too many things to remember. You got to remember.
Yeah. No, I'm speaking out loud to help me remember.
Gotcha.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
All right, Bastion, you're up.
All right. I think I will. Let me just figure out how to do this through roll 20.
This guy who I hit also can't regain any hit points until the start of my next turn.
Ooh.
Well, I am going to green flame blade these two guys.
Excellent use of that.
Motherfucker.
Woof.
Natural 1.
All All right, Bastion. Bastion's sword
What?
lights up in green flame, and you're about to like strike down the bullywugs, but it kind of like it appears to be like really interested in the bright green glow, and actually like runs up towards you unexpectedly, and you're unable to land your hit as it's kind of like transfixed by the bright green glow.
I think I might action surge. Yeah, I'm gonna action surge and do that again.
All right.
13, not a great roll.
13 is not quite gonna do it. It's able to like just barely deflect your green flame blade with its shield.
Well, shit.
Your magic sword is no match for my turtle shell shield, the bullywug says, emboldened by your miss. Mogra kind of yells in a kind of commanding voice. Insolent thieves! Kill them! Kill them! Go, my hatchlings, go! And the other bullywugs get to move up a bit as they are filled with a surge of energy. The golden frog statue starts to glow as she like kind of like wallops it on the tree trunk as she's yelling and commanding her bullywugs. Okay, so those ones kind of like nearby her get kind of like a little free bonus move there. And now they're up. And 20. And attack Barrows with disadvantage, kind of come up out of the water to attack you on land. This one is attacking with a bite, which misses, and with a spear, which hits. That's going to hit you for 3 piercing damage. And Gadriel, you're up.
Let's say to Bastion. Well, I do love a good welcoming party, but let us give our greetings to the host. And I cast Thunderstep, causing 3d10 damage to every single one of those bullywugs around us.
Oh, Jesus.
And teleporting the both of us over here. Assuming he wants to come with me. But I can take him with me.
Sure.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's a good skill.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Steven, if you want to move, you can move up to me.
Yeah, I can't see where you are because you're behind the...
You just gotta
Assume you're
drag
right
your
about
guy
there.
into the black. I'm right here.
Oh,
You just
okay.
have to be within 5 feet of me. Yep, anywhere. Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to get rid of this thing right now. I'm just unable to fucking select it because it's roll 20 and shit doesn't work in roll 20. A good note for myself though. I should
This must
just...
be a really tall stump if we can't see over this ledge from where we are.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean you can see now. It is
So
a-
every
it is a
one of
tall
those
stump.
creatures up here, they all take 3d10 thunder damage. They all took 15 damage.
Okay. And it's,
Well, actually, there's a DC 14 Constitution save, I think,
okay.
for that.
I'm just gonna.
If you want to deal with all that, it's up to you.
Well, fuck no, I don't want to deal with all of that. I'm gonna say the thunder of your spell just like emanates forth, knocking every bullywug nearby unconscious or nearly so, and you teleport right up to Madame Mogra, and she looks over at you. Says, "Oh, you stupid thieves! How did you do that? Your foul, flat-skin magic! Mm-mm. What do you want from Mogra? You must leave. You must leave now. I will sit on your face if you do not leave."
Oh God. You got to take it from here, Bastion.
Before my companion can take you up on the offer, I suggest you give us that lump of gold on the top of your staff. It seems to have angered a local god, and the village was having a very nice party before you interrupted it.
You can persuade or intimidate, whatever you want.
I'll intimidate.
And at this point, advantage. You know, the minions are gone. And
There are all my rolls.
11 and a 6. Let's see. Give you no. Pimp Queen Mogra gives nothing to no one. If rumor ever got out that I had gone soft like that, a new Pimp Queen would take over the swamp. No, you will give me tribute. I would like that fancy staff with the blade on it from you. She points to blah, blah. What's your name again? Gillian?
Gadriel.
Gadriel. So she's pointing to your weapon, Gadriel. I want that for trade.
I kind of look over slyly at Bastion and give like an almost imperceptible, like I got this kind of look.
Bastion gives an imperceptible shrug.
Okay.
Like hopefully imperceptible, but just sort of a like, okay. You want the finest blade in all of the swamplands in trade for this worthless lump of metal?
No, it's no trade. It's tribute to great Pimp Queen. And then maybe I'd do something nice for you. I give you this little nothing trinket as a show of good faith.
I see. Well, you are magnanimous in your offer. Perhaps this is the best way. And I do my best to like kneel down and hand her my staff, my glaive as tribute to her, and I don't let go of it until she is going to also offer the golden frog in return.
Okay.
And I say,
He takes hold of the glaive and then kind of hands you the staff with the golden frog affixed to it. You know, kind of like gives you like a mean like stare down, like, And she says, "One thing you should know. No one double crosses the Pimp Queen and lives. If you do not stick to your word, I will make you pay." And she kind of like, lets go of the staff and then takes the glaive, admiring her new treasure. She like kind of like swings it around in the air a little bit, kind of clumsily. "Now you have given me proper tribute. You may go. Get out of my sight. Do not come back to this lair until I summon you. Never before then. And
this I can swear.
Never without more tribute." And she kind of like looks behind her shoulder to make sure like her underlings like still think like, oh yeah, she's got this. She's in charge and what have you. And satisfied, she kind of gets out of your way and lets you pass and exit the lair with the golden frog idol in tow.
Packed blade for the wind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Best trade ever. Okay. So with the Pimp Queen defeated, you reclaim the golden frog idol, and as you return to Marsh Hollow village, you see the frog god dangling a villager by his ankles above its giant ravenous maw. But the monstrous toad god looks sidelong your way and eyes the idol. It casually flings the villager away, and the villager shrieks as he flies through the air. Thuds off in the swamp in the distance, landing in the mud with a squelch. And the frog god stares you both down at the idol and flashes a giant fang-filled silly grin as it sees the idol, and it starts to sing. It just goes and just making these like throaty kind of like singing noises. And those villagers that are kind of like still in the village and had not yet fled, they kind of erupt in cheers and relief-filled cheers, and soon the frogs of the swamp, they start joining in as well. And the villagers, they sing as well. As this all takes place, just a mellow calm comes over the village as people start bringing out their toadstool grog. You see, smell a familiar scent in the air as town begins to relax and enjoy their party. People come out, lighting the lanterns. It's now nighttime, and the music just fills the air on into the night as people drink and smoke and dance, share stories. You see some toads that are like hopping on people's like shoulders and like singing with them. You got that old gnome Ribbington, and he's jamming out with his banjo. He's singing with a couple frogs on one on each shoulder, and just, I don't know, it's all right. People are just talking, having a good time, and you all are celebrated as heroes for saving the village, returning the idol, and bringing peace once again between man and frog. That's it. That's the end.
Excellent.